Alright, this is my thoughts and my reaction to the new Star Wars The Force Awakens movie. Now first off, I want to start this video saying, George Lucas, I'm proud that you stood up to Disney, even though people pressured you into apologizing, which thanks a lot, so-called fans. But I'm proud that you called out Disney. I'm proud that you, saw this movie as a piece of junk and mess that it was so full of, and was. Thank you, George Lucas. And I also want to thank you for the original trilogy, episodes 4 through 6, and I also want to thank you for the prequels, which not many people do. Episodes 1 through 3, I actually enjoyed those too. So I thank you for those. I love them all. And I also thank you for the books and the video games and every other merchandise that came with it. I thank you so much for it. I just wish that you did not give it all to Disney. That's what I wish. But anyway, let's get this thoughts and reaction video going. Set this camera down. Please stand up straight. Alright. Just for this occasion, I brought my very first lightsaber. It's a Sith lightsaber because growing up, I loved the Sith. So, you see, here it is. I got this back in like 2003 or 2004 for Christmas, and I loved it. Had a Darth Vader mask to go with it. Had, the respirator machine, everything, Press the buttons, I could change my tone of my voice. Sound like Darth Vader or sound like a high-pitched chipmunk version of Darth Vader, It was fun. So I'd go around, I'd practice my lightsaber. Want to be the best duelist ever. This is what I got. This is from anything I knew about Star Wars. This came from the original prequel trilogy, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. And I also love the books. I love everything else of the books. I love how people actually took their time to develop these things, but yet none of these so-called fans were grateful for. But yet George Lucas was grateful because it continued his legacy. The movies were his children, and so was everything else that came after the movies, from the video games, The Force Unleashed, which he stated himself was the canon to the entire original trilogy. It's what got the entire original trilogy started. What got episodes 4 through 6 started. That's what got it all started. And people were like, oh no, it's a whole bunch of fanfiction bullcrap. Yeah, man, yeah, he's not gonna start destroyer out of the sky. Oh my god, that's fanfiction. Yeah. Yet Yoda, with his small size, can lift freaking Luke Starfighter out of the freaking swamp with ease. Oh yeah, so that's completely total fanfiction. Well, it's a Starfighter. It's not that big. Doesn't matter. Yoda is pretty tiny. And we have seen that sometimes he struggles with things larger than himself. But he still did it with ease. Even in the Clone Wars series, he's got things larger than his own figure and much heavier. But people don't complain about that. But Starkiller, Star Destroyer, yeah, fan fiction, yeah, that's bullcrap. The books, bullcrap, fan fiction, yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Say what you want about the prequels, I enjoy them immensely. As a little kid, the prequels came out during that time period for me. The original trilogy was back in the 70s, but my dad had tapes of those, so I watched them and loved them. Star Wars was probably the first movie franchise I actually really got into, followed afterwards by Pirates of the Caribbean and so many others. But I enjoyed the prequel series. That's as I grew up with, but I also grew up with the original trilogy, and I loved all of it. I loved the books. I had so many books. I would go to the library with my dad, and I would only get the Star Wars books. And Animorphs, but we're talking about Star Wars. So I got pretty much nothing but Star Wars books most of the time. And I comprehended so much. It helped me learn more about Anakin's character, who people hated. Oh, he was such a whiner. Kylo Ren was a whiner, yet you guys love him. He has a reason. What's the reason? Oh, he's torn between the dark side and his family. Really? If you haven't seen that in a movie before, Darth Vader / Anakin, when he first came out in the 1970s, was actually a fairly unique character. Because as we saw him, he was just this big, awesome, totally evil character that you would not want to go up against whatsoever, but yet had an internal struggle within his own self, with the actions that he had committed, everything, accidentally killing his own wife. Although she died of a broken heart, and not by him force choking her, let me get that straight. The force choke did not kill Padme. No. It was her broken heart. She lost the will to live, as it was stated. Even though she still loved Anakin, it was her own broken heart. And it was her loss of will that killed her, not the force choke. Sure, Anakin has some responsibility. But yet, in the end, it was not his force choke that killed her. So let's get that straight. But people complain about Anakin as a character, like, oh my god, Anakin sucks. He's such a whiner. Listen, if you truly studied it like the way I did from the time I was 7, which is when I really got good at reading, by the way. 6 and 5, I was not that good. But 7, if there's something I could really read well, it was Star Wars books and my little Bible that had pictures in it and all the words and stuff like that. Those are some things I could read really well. But I could read those things. But, no. I watched the movies countless times, and I loved Anakin as a character. Even as a little kid, I could tell that he was actually struggling. People say, like, oh, I don't see it that way, I didn't get that vibe. They just made him a whiner who whined about nothing in general. Even George Lucas did his best to emphasize within the movie that Anakin struggled constantly with the fear of loss, constantly struggled with pain and suffering, visions, constantly. Even in the movies you see that. Episodes 2 through 3, you see it constantly. This inner struggle, this inner turmoil, the fear of suffering and loss, all this pain that he continued to see. His own mother dying, he saw that. His own wife dying, he could see that. And within the books and the cartoon series and so many other things, we see that he not only struggled with those things, but there are other visions that came. Horde atrocities, all these things that would happen. Some things by his hand, he didn't even realize it. All these things, the dark side pulling on him, tugging on him with all its might, trying to turn him. And not only that, his own power was too much for him to handle. And the Jedi weren't even teaching him how to truly use it or channel it. All they would do is brush him aside, like, you know, that will turn you to the dark side, do this. Everything was dark side this, dark side that. But yet the Jedi helped start this whole conflict between the Sith. All those thousands upon thousands of years ago. So it's sad, really, honestly. Anakin truly is a tragic character. But we're not talking about the prequels, we're talking about the new movie. So let's get started. You know, the movie, John Williams composed the score, J.J. Abrams did the directing, you know, Disney, as we all know, bought the freaking franchise, and I'm sorry, George Lucas, to me, that was the biggest flaw. People talk about Jar Jar Binks being your biggest flaw. Sorry guys, but Jar Jar Binks actually found humorous in some aspects. Like him hurting himself. I love that. To me it was hilarious. Hate me all you want, but that's just me. But the play starts on a planet called Jaaku, you know, Battle of Jaaku. First off, Jaaku is such an unoriginal name. They literally got that from the Japanese term Jaaku. And I forgot what the term means, but they literally took that name from a Japanese term. So that's one. They just spelled it differently. The Japanese term is Jaaku. They just changed around to Jakku. Come on, really? Really, Disney? Really, J.J. Abrams? That's the best you could do? No, we want to make this our own idea. No, George Lucas already said that, you know, he wanted them to base it off of Jason, Jaina, and Anakin Solo. And later on, Ben Skywalker, Luke's son. That's what he wanted the newer movies to be about. Those characters. Because those characters, to me, I actually loved them. Were pretty freaking awesome. Jason Solo, Darth Caedus. You know, Boba Fett referred to him as the next Vader because of his own struggles, his visions of seeing his family dying by his hands because he... Just so much. I could go into detail about it. But, so much. And I love Jason Solo. Darth Caedus, he was an amazing character within the expanded that's why I say, quote, expanded universe. But, no, instead we got Ben Solo. Sorry, spoilers. Kylo Ren, Han and Leia's son. Sorry, I had no choice. But, I had to let you know who Kylo's a ripoff of. But no, first off, to me, the whole planet name got to me. That's the very first thing. And then everything else, desert, all this stuff, it's all just a plain ripoff of The Last Hope. We can't come up with our own ideas. Let's desert, right? We need desert. Finding the lightsaber. Oh my God, we need all these things. It's The Last Hope all over again. Yay! Seriously, Disney, you cannot come up with any original idea. I know. Instead of George Lucas writing it, let's get the lady from Jurassic World to write it. What? The lady who wrote the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, she wrote freaking Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Oh God! Even the title bugs me. The Force Awakens. When did it go to sleep? The Force does not sleep. It's a living thing. It does not. That lives within everything. It's not sleeping whatsoever. Oh, it's not because the Emperor died. Oh, so the Emperor dying caused the Force to just randomly go to sleep. Force users are still born, so the Force technically is not asleep whatsoever. But anyway, that's another story for another day. And I'll probably do that in another video. But that movie, everything about that movie bugged me. Hey, let's emphasize a white and black main character. First off, that's been done multiple times, J.J. Abrams. There's nothing special about that. In fact, even though Mace Windu was not a main character, he was still a good supporting character. And if you notice, he's in a room within the Jedi Council filled with a whole bunch of white people, actually. Sure, there are other aliens who are different colors. Shakti, red, Yoda, green, and a few others. Aayla Secura, blue. But, still, a whole lot of them are white. Such as Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, and Ki-Adi, and a few others, whose names I cannot remember because they were never really that important to me. Yeah, so, guess what, J.J. Abrams? Not very original. In fact, you see that throughout a whole lot of movies. White and black main characters. White and black main characters. That is nothing new. I'm gonna present this like it's a new idea. Trust me, you're not. Even Stargate has its own version of a black character. I think it's Stargate Atlantis, or SG-1. One of them, Teal'c. Now, I won't say he's fully black, but yet even him, he's a main character, and he looks like he's black and everything else like that. So even then, not a new concept whatsoever. Just none whatsoever. Now, if there's one thing that got to me most about this movie, it was Kylo Ren, its main villain. Kylo Ren was pushed and hyped to be this ultimate, powerful, new Sith who's rising to power within the First Order, which, why the First Order? Why, of all the names, why the First Order? I liked it better when Thrawn was a villain. But anyway, within the First Order and the Knights of Ren, created by Emperor Snoke. Yeah, I'm calling him Emperor because that's basically what he is. But Emperor Snoke. Really? Really? Emperor Palpatine or Emperor Sidious sounded way more sinister than Emperor Snoke. Darth Sidious. Lord Vader. You need to learn your place, Lord Vader. You will die, young Skywalker. Unlimited power. All that stuff. Darth Sidious was amazing. You know, although of course my favorite emperor is Emperor Vicious / Valkyria / so many other names. But again, another video. But Snoke. Really? Oh, now rumors are coming out that Snoke might be Plagueis. Oh, God. I thought you guys wanted nothing to do with the expanded universe. But yet, this entire movie was such a horrible ripoff. I don't know what to do. Kylo Ren is based off of Jason Solo. Literally. Everything he does is a ripoff. Just sucky. It's bad. It's horrible. And not that his name was Ben. Leia didn't even know Obi-Wan went by the name of Ben. Sure, Han met Obi-Wan as Ben Kenobi, but even then he didn't even care to know his name much. Leia knew him as Obi-Wan Kenobi. How did she know he went by the name Ben Solo? I mean, oh my god. First off, that bothered the crap out of me. I was like, what? Ben? No, it should be Ben Skywalker. It makes more sense because Obi-Wan Kenobi was a huge aspect in Luke's life with him growing up. On Mos Eisley and such. You know, Big Kenobi actually played a huge part in his life. It was like a second father to him, besides his uncle. But, you know, that made more sense within the Expanded Universe, so people were like, no, it's the Expanded Universe. Let's face it, people, you don't like to read. But anyway, so Ben Solo, that was the first thing that got to me. But then, you know, here it is. Here's what his struggle. He was a wannabe Sith who wants to be like his grandfather, Darth Vader, aka Anakin Skywalker. And you know what? That's all fine and dandy, whatever. But then again, that's not fine and dandy because in the end, your grandfather turned to the light side of the Force and killed his own master, ending the war, in which somehow the Rebel Alliance became the Resistance. Why the Resistance? I don't know. They won the war, but let's go by the name the Resistance. Like, you grew up, honestly, Kylo, you grew up not having to deal with what your mother had to deal with, what your dad had to deal with, or what your uncle had to deal with. You did not grow up with that. Sure, there was still conflict and stuff like that, because there will never be peace throughout an entire galaxy, nor on a world, nothing like that. So there will never be true peace. But yeah, seriously, you didn't have to grow up with any of that, but yet you want to be part of the dark side so bad. It's ridiculous. Like, his character, he whined, and yet people loved his. Oh, it was so well, this character. It was so well. He whines and whines. It's bad. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. But that's just bad. He was torn. There's no need to be torn. You're trying to be something you have no business trying to be. Anakin grew up struggling. Star Wars guides, books, even the movies hint at it, talk about it, everything. He grew up struggling with his own power, his own visions, pain and suffering, battling the dark side once it started pulling on him, all that. Anakin was a character made to show struggle, constant battling within himself. But Ben Solo? Come on. Really? I'll give you an example, real life example. Now, as you all know, Adolf Hitler did not have kids, but I'm going to pretend like he did. So let's say he had a kid, and after he dies, his kid completely runs off, goes to a new country. Say he comes to America or goes to England, whatever. Goes to a new country, you know, starts a whole new life, has their own kid. That kid knows nothing about their grandfather. Know that they had a grandfather named Adolf Hitler, but don't tell them. Doesn't really tell them about anything that he did. They say he was a bad person and committed some horrible acts, but don't go into full detail. He learns that, you know, his grandfather killed Jews, was, you know, Nazi, created the Nazis, you know, dictator basically, you know, just did all these horrible things, and then decides, oh my God, I want to be like him. I want to go kill Jews now. And seriously, do not take that out of context whatsoever. But he decides, oh, I want to go kill Jews now because my grandfather did it. I want to go kill Jews, gypsies, gays, all of it. And again, do not take what I said out of context. I'm just saying this to an example type point. So this kid, this person, decides to leave the safety of his home where he's growing up, living a good life. It may not be the best, but living a good life. To go and try and be like his evil grandfather. And anyone with common sense, especially if they're related, would want nothing to do with Hitler's legacy. Because when Hitler died, he didn't die as a part of the light side like Darth Vader did. Because at least Darth Vader redeemed himself. Hitler killed himself. But no, any person with common sense would not want to continue that legacy. But that'd be like Hitler's grandson going, knowing that he committed all these atrocities, going like, I'm going to go finish the Holocaust. Goes running off and starts killing Jews, doing all these horrible, unspeakable things to them. Stuff like that, when there's no need for him to do just that. I see Kylo Ren that same way. Here he has a choice. He can either continue where his grandfather left off, on the light side of the Force, continue bringing peace to the galaxy and everything else like that, or pick up a dark legacy that no one should want, which is killing Jedi, killing anyone who opposes you, and so forth. Light side, I could be with my family, I could bring peace, or the dark side where I can wreak havoc and kill everyone and do all this stuff, kill more Jedi, do so much damage, finish what he started. What do I want? What do I want? I want the dark side. Yay! I'm gonna go kill people now. Crap. Wish I could do a Pooper video of that. But, and where was I? But, yay! I'm gonna go kill people now. Yeah, oh, wait, no. But there's my family. They're probably gonna miss me. They're not gonna want me to do this, but the dark side, I get to kill people and do all these things. I can finish what my grandfather started. But there's my family. I don't know what to do. I'm so torn. I don't need to be part of this, but I want to be part of it so bad. I'm so torn. There's a light side. My father, my mother, all of them. I love them dearly. But there's a dark side, and I want to be part of that so bad when I should have to, and so much more. I want to go kill some Jedi. I want to take over the galaxy. Parents. I don't know what to do. I'm so torn. I know what I'll do. I'll kill my father. Yeah. Okay. Dad, I'll come home. I promise you. Spoilers. He killed Han. Ran the blade through his gut. So, yeah, that happens. That happened. But yeah, just, oh my god, I want to be so much like, no. What type of torn struggle is that? Literally, someone told me while in the debate that, he won because he had a reason. He was torn between the dark side and his family, and he killed Han because, that'd be one less thing he has to worry about to turn to the light side. First off, you don't need to be part of the dark side. There should be no struggle. Yeah, I'm serious, I hate this camera. There should be no struggle whatsoever. None. Sorry if you can see my crotch. But there should be no struggle whatsoever. Like none whatsoever. But hey, there is, and that's okay. But Kylo Ren, man, he didn't like the movie at all. Rey picked up on her abilities way too fast. He didn't even take Luke that fast to become skilled at the Force. He was trained by Obi-Wan at first. Then got trained by Yoda. Continued to be trained by Yoda until Yoda died. Like, Luke actually went through some pretty intense training. Rey had no training whatsoever, but yet she could do all this crap that she wanted to do. Just so much more. But everything about that movie just bothered me. It was a blatant ripoff. It was just bad. Kylo Ren, bad. All these things I did, bad. And J.J. Abrams and Disney have already proven that they have no respect for something that George Lucas has done in the past. And truth be told, a whole lot of you don't have any respect for what he's done. At all the times he put, because you guys are too busy hating on the man, bashing to the point where he did not want to do another Star Wars movie. Disney didn't want him to be a part of this whatsoever. And it's because of all his beloved fans. And you're not truly fans, okay? Let's just get that out. You are not true Star Wars fans, you're not true George Lucas fans. You would have been with him whether you proved or not, of some of his decisions and all the choices he's made. He made a choice with the books. He approved of each of those books that you all hate. But yet I love them. It taught me more. It helped me see more into the Star Wars universe. All the powers, all the force powers, all the characters, everything, all the races, all of those. It taught me more. Those books expand your mind literally on the universe. Helps you to learn more. He read them and approved of them himself. But no, that does not matter to you guys. Because if George Lucas did it, hits. If George Lucas did it, it sucks. Yeah, George Lucas, yeah. Even a YouTuber. And sorry, if you hear about this dude, please understand, no disrespect, but you really irked me with this. A YouTuber, Angry Joe Show, I can't remember. Guy who I like watching for his angry reviews, because a whole lot of them are funny. Even him, he had the nerve in his video because he's talking about, oh, the prequels are so bad. He said, you see that, George Lucas? That's how you direct the movie. Seriously? Dude, I love watching your videos and all, but that irks me. That is so jacked up. You dare call yourself a Star Wars fan? A fan of George Lucas's work, if you say something like that? That is jacked up. That is seriously jacked up, dude. But I could go on forever about that. But, it's sad, because you guys can't, all you people cannot call yourselves true Star Wars fans. If you were a true Star Wars fan, you will see that movie is just complete bullcrap. It was made to be a slap to the face to George Lucas. And it was. And it's sad that you guys do not see that. But, I'm not going into full detail about the movie because you guys can go out there and see it yourself, buy tickets, you know, they're expensive as heck, but whatever. But, it's disappointing, really. This movie, everybody's like, oh, we love it. George Lucas, this is how you do stuff. George Lucas, please, if you see my video, thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done. And I hope that one day, when I start making my movies, you can help fund them. Because it will be an honor to have you, to be working with you. Because you're one of my role models in the movie industry. One of them. But you're up there, though. I'll say that. You're up there. You're like number one. Tyler Perry is number two. And there's a few others. But, I would love for you to fund one of my movies that I make in the future and stuff like that. Or if you have a new movie series that you come up with, I would love to work with you on it. Be one of your actors or anything of the sort. I would love to do it, honestly. Because I'm a huge fan of yours. And I love everything that you've done with the Star Wars series. I mean, I wasn't much into Indiana Jones. That was my dad's movie. But I really love the Star Wars series. I love everything that you do with it, and I thank you. But J.J. Abrams and Disney, you should go just slap yourself right there, because, you know... Yeah, no, actually, no, I was happy. Thank you for destroying my childhood. Thank you for destroying my childhood. But, that was my problems. Kylo Ren just, everything about him just irks me, honestly. But the entire movie just irks me in general. You know, the characters, just everything about it just bad. Captain Phasma, I don't really care. You know, got all these characters, Emperor Snoke, just all these people. I'm like, this is bad. I couldn't take it anymore. I really couldn't. But, that's it for this video. Once I get my bearings together, because I'm just, this movie's just, I'll probably upload something else. But honestly, though, that was my thoughts and reaction to this movie and its characters and everything that was thought up about it. It was bad, in my opinion. I'm sorry. You guys can hate me all you want. You're not a true Star Wars fan. Actually, I am a true Star Wars fan. I really am. Just not a fan of this Disney version of Star Wars. Star Wars Rebels, I hate, honestly. Oh my god. Anyone who likes that series, I'm sorry if you get offended, but that's so bad. Oh my god, that makes me cry when I think about it. I enjoyed the Star Wars The Clone Wars series more than I do Star Wars Rebels. And that's just facts. Oh my god. Ugh. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you. Please rate, subscribe. Subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments below. Don't be hateful and start pressing that dislike button like crazy. But thank you for your time. May the force be with you. You know, you will press the like button and subscribe button. Jedi mind trick. Come on, just fall for it. Fall for it. Not Sith mind trick, because I'm a Sith Lord, so you will hit that like button or you will die. But thank you, and see ya.